And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league from going undrafted.
I wasn't sure, if my career would ever.
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream and new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Thomas comes in for Porzingis. Williams, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Tony Wroten in for Aaron Aflalo. On the court for the Hornets, Freak in at point guard. Zeller is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's Jeremy Lin, and it's Lee in at the 3 spot. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the second quarter. Wroten dishes to Williams. No luck. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
They sure did. There's no question about it. And when you come out on the wrong end of the turnover battle, you're often going to be on the wrong end of the scoreboard as well, Greg. You know that. That's some good play tonight for Freak. He's got 10 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Here's Wroten, and it's denied.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And a wide open look for Freak. And it's off from three-point range.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Well, guys, what a nice surprise Tony Wroten was last season, especially effective taking over at the point, Clark, with Michael Carter-Williams gone.
Yeah, Wroten put up a career-high 5 assists per game and really worked hard at the defensive end as well. He's one of the few talents on the Sixers roster that hadn't been traded away.
And for Wroten last season, he even took on more of a scorer's mentality. Went up in points, went down in field goal percentage. But like a boxer, he gets a little extra credit for pushing the action.
He kicks to O'Quinn. Can't cash in from close range.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what. He may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills. And, talking about Wroten, I think the next step in his development is to produce at the same level but with greater efficiency. Too often his highlight reel passes led to turnovers. He would gamble defensively, too. That's, to me, just a young player growing up on the job.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Freak, guarded closely. Fires the 3. But they'll get another chance. And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Freak. Second shot opportunity, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
From deep three-point range. That'll do it for the first half.
Hey, Kevin, I've got Jose, and what is foremost in your mind?
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. I like the way we're valuing the basketball. Keeping those turnovers down has really helped us throughout the first 2 quarters. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. There's no reason the lead shouldn't be even bigger right now. And I'm counting on you guys to make sure that it gets bigger, and soon.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Sends a new group in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Lance Thomas comes in for Porzingis. Derek Williams, he checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo. We've got Williams. Lance Thomas out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Tony Wroten. And it's Calderon in a shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Wroten. New York, no good that time either.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
There's 38 seconds left in the third. Here's Freak. 20 points for him. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Al, this was a game where you guys seemed to have a distinct advantage inside. How do you evaluate how well...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker's game is all about desire, and you can see it. He wanted to win tonight. He ran the show so beautifully. He made big play after big play. His quickness and ball handling is probably top 5 in the league.
His play tonight, Ernie, was finally a bright spot for them because, you know, they had a very rough stretch of games. It's been a while since their last win, and he was not content on playing a supporting role and letting them lose another one. He came on strong, took over, and put an end to the losing streak.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, I'm living the dream. Bad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every weekend, he would fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the Strip. Oh, stymied. He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
What?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so the dude Izzy, because he's dope.
No, not dope. Dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore. And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I gonna throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why's that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a 2-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, freak. Would a brother go looking for trouble and put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints and then scream to the media, yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game. I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. See, you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me, so naturally I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a 2-piece and a biscuit on his left eye. Hey, I don't know who hit him. And it damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, but check this out, though. He needs to train that hottie before he leave the house, though. Yo, he's hot as ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost $100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're gonna go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Look, Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I gotta tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
You know, when me and Vic were kids, playing summer tournaments at the Dome, we always imagined making it to the pros, right? And after the crowds left, just a street light was on the court, like 11:30, 12 midnight, even 1 in the morning sometimes. We used to practice player introductions, running on the court, giving dap, high-fiving the teammates. Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You could see even Cece, you know, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.
Hey, boy, up on the land till I die, till I die on the.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. Don't give it all I give. They don't love love us, they just love it how we live. How we live. How we live. How we live. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. 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 Say they don't love us, they just love it how we live. 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 They don't love us, they just love it how we live.
You was never around, had to hold it down. We the youngest, we was thugging, you was never found. What's that feeling? I'm the realest. All them nights I had to struggle trying to find
Steph Curry and the Warriors next game. I've been looking forward to this for a while now. You know they'll be running and gunning. And Steph's gonna do 2 or 3 things that make you want to stop and stare. But we can't let that distract us. Because if we lose focus for even a second, they'll be up 20. So maybe it's up to me to put on a little show of my own.
And a look at the lights of Charlotte, North Carolina, sparkling in the sky. Just stunning. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Guys, what a terrific start to the season. They've really been getting it done early.
You know, for some teams, it takes a little time to get into a groove, to find the traction you need to start the season, but not for this squad. I mean, they've been playing like they have a chip on their shoulder. I like the edge I see out of them.
Yeah, I like it too, man. I mean,
Jefferson. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lamb, he's checked in for Lee. And Freak subbed in for Kemba Walker. Golden State also making some changes. Azili's checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Livingston is out there with Steph Curry. And it's Azili in at the 5.
move the ball.
Here's Freak. The rebound.
And Charlotte's defense, it didn't really start out incredible last season, but over the course of the year, they climbed the ranks, and by the end of the year, they were a force.
1:16 left in the first quarter. Here's Freak. That 3 off the mark. Warriors trail by 5. Livingston kicks to Barnes. Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Williams. Livingston, that's good. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Freak. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Freak's got his first points of the game.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point, you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years. Ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spates is checked in. Now here's Freak, guarded by Curry. Here's Freak. They get it back. Williams passes to Freak. Goes back up and off the glass. That one's good. Freak's got his second basket of the night. Now Curry. 29 points for him last game against the Utah Jazz. Spates sets a screen. Curry dishes to Livingston. Puts up a 3. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question, Kevin, that's the case in the landscape that we find ourselves in. But,
Here for the Warriors, Festus is even, and it's Livingston in for Curry. Freak, he's in at the point. Cody Zeller out there with Williams. Then it's Jeremy Lamb, and it's Lynn in at the 2 spot. So that's the Hornets 5. Here's Barnes. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. 6 points for Barnes.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. 5 on the clock. The shot. That misses off the backboard. When you think about Shaun Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken, Clark, 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
And it's Green missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Green with a screen for Barnes. Down low. And Green with the basket on the assist by Barnes. 6 points for Draymond Green.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash. Those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Zeller, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And Thompson kicks to Barnes. To the inside, taken away by Williams. Now here's Lamb. D right on him. Offensive rebound. With 1 on the clock. And so it's a close game.
Thank you, Kevin.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out. Cody Zeller's checked in for Jefferson. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Marvin Williams. And Freak subbed in for Courtney Lee. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Andre Iguodala. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry is out there with Livingston. Then there's Maurice Spates. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Thompson in at the small forward.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Freak passes to Zeller. 6 on the shot clock. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
On our old partner, Steve Kerr, also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars, and Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit A lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. Hornets trail by 7. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Kid Gilchrist, a screen on Thompson. From the wing, and it's good. Nine points for Freak. Warriors leading by 5. And stolen by Freak. Up and in on the layup.
You can see that they're not as aggressive. From the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Here's Curry, 14 points for him. Over in the corner, Barnes. Hornets with the rebound. Kid Gilchrist has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
They're digging their own hole here, throwing dirt on themselves. They haven't been nearly as efficient from the line as they were in the first half. And that can be self-destructive.
The Hornets have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Charlotte. Jeremy Lin comes in for Kemba Walker. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Freak. Then doesn't go on the chance to tie.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
He gets it up. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
All right, Charlotte, now entering the court for your viewing entertainment.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Batum comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And Freak subbed in for Jeremy Lin. And Golden State also making a change. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Curry. Williams down low with Jefferson. Freak is out there with Lee. And it's Batum in at the small forward. So that's the Hornets 5. Green kicks to Bogut and stolen by Williams. Freak with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Freak. And again, the Hornets missing.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Barnes kicks to Bogut. To the middle. Iguodala dishes to Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And that's now 33 points for Klay Thompson.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Warriors.
At every opportunity, they manage to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
And that produced great fruit for them in transition.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And in a 2-game season series, you love taking charge of game 1. That's obvious, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Hornets.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Thompson. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Got that one up quick. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Utah Jazz. Off target at the rim. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here. I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. The Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. And both free throws good from Freak. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Here's Freak. Shot from the inbound, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his third personal foul. Third team foul.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. And both free throws good from Freak. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
.17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Stephen Curry.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Shooting 2.
And both free throws good from Freak. And here is Curry. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further adu, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Klay Thompson. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fun. And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right. Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides over us. I ever tell you guys about the first dollar I ever made?
No, Dom, but you're about to.
Yo, check this out. CC, this is a great story, right? So I'm 7 years old, Queens, New York, 1973. My older brother, Lonzo, he's got a lemonade stand. So that summer, I'm like, Lonzo, you know, let me help out. Let me make a couple of bucks with you. He's like, all right, Dom, come on. I'll teach you the business. So I'm pouring tons of sugar. I'm squeezing the lemons. I got the lemonade stand all set up. I'm like, yo, I got this, right? So I'm watching during the course of the day. I'm noticing something Lonzo's doing. He's not charging for refills. That summer, I convinced Lonzo no more free refills, and we make $2,000 plus tips. Today, Lonzo's Lemonade is a national brand and publicly traded.
Oh, wow. That's dope.
I'm not here to impress. I'm here to improve and to assist. I'm like the Italian-American Magic Johnson, running point for Team Freak. No.
The only person running point around here will be me.
CC, look at my watch. What do you see?
Not this again. I've seen the movie.
This is diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. This is diamonds and platinum. It's power and speed. Freak, this is what you have. You are on your way to being the biggest thing in the NBA. I'm proposing now that we dominate off the court as well as on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Freak, but Dom has a point. You've been establishing yourself on the court, and now it's time to take it off the court. Brand Jordan sneakers, I mean, the possibilities are endless.
Listen, Freak, you're gonna have to decide the legacy you wanna leave. But I'm not some agent from the Yellow Pages. I'm Dom Pagnotti. I'm the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1. I'm the best. And I'm a shark. And the Pagnotti shark is working for you. And we gotta set new goals and bigger goals, okay? I'm talking all-star game. I'm talking dunk contest. When was the last time you saw an NBA great in a dunk contest, huh? I'm talking first team all-NBA, first team all-defensive team.
What about social media?
Yvette, great idea. Social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's kick it up a notch. www.freakingandvibing.com. That's right, your own website. I've already set it up for you, and it's running great.
Wait, hold up.
Listen, I'm in negotiations right now on a feature that will allow viewers to watch Freak and only him and his plays during the game.
Yeah, but you set up a website without consulting me?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Last week.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be epic.
CC, I love you, but I got no time to waste, and you're out there busy doing whatever it is you're doing.
Whatever I'm doing, you know what? I'm really sick and tired of the disrespect. This is Team Freak, not the Dom Pagnotti Italian-American opera.
Cece, calm down, all right? Dom here, he's just trying to take us to the next level.
Look, Ming Ching, I don't even know why you're here when your job is to look good and shut up.
Cece, chill.
No, I'm done chilling. Between your clown agent and your gold-digging girlfriend, I've had enough.
Gold digger. You're the winner of the Lucky Sperm contest, and I'll have you know I am currently starting my own fashion line. I've already got model contracts from Beijing to Milan, not to mention I graduated top of my class. Summa cum laude.
You mean thank you, Laude?
I don't need a man to save me or provide for me, okay? I got my own, boo.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why has all your success and fame coincided with your relationship with my brother? I mean, if you're really on top of your game, wouldn't that have happened before y'all even met?
Right? You know what, Cece? You're just jealous. It's okay, though. Why don't you just play the background, yeah? Enjoy the ride.
Y'all both done yet?
May I continue? Now listen, as far as movie properties go, I've already got a script based upon a story of your life, Freak, okay? So guys, check out these possible titles. Freaking and Vibing, Life and Times, Volume 1. The Freak Chronicle, Freak the Fast and Furious, Part 1 does it, and this one's my favorite, Freak, you're gonna love this. He got Pagnotti.
Whoa,
You
okay,
love it,
all
right?
Dom. Yeah, but look, you're the man, but you're not the man. Okay, you work for me. You have to follow my lead. I'm all for your ideas, but in due time. As for now, I want to focus on the court, and we'll discuss some of your ideas at a later date. Understood?
Yo, we're cool in the gang, bro. That's all you had to say.
All right, good. Thank you. Vet, chill. You cannot let Cece get underneath your skin. But on the same token, you cannot go out of your way to piss her off. I don't have time to be playing peacekeeper between you two.
Miss Pagnotti.
In reality, I'm just an average Joe with a simple life, no American Idol, but I get by. Wish I could tour with fifth wheel bus. Back to the real world, time to wake up, smell antifreeze. The land with big brothers bad to me. I got a blind date with destiny. I'm Mexican with an amazing race I get to be. Must stay out wickedly perfect. You're not a factor, making me nervous. I'm a survivor, collapse on the
I'll let you know where I come from. Hit on the abs in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. But I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective. I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior. Got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You don't have to defend. My crossover is vicious. I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your balance of flavor foul. You score on my... Take it down, all of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now, you slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage, I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city.
We got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility, but that makes shutting him down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect. We watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just got to throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
We are in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we get ready for this interconference contest here at the Time Warner Cable Arena. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Look at Oklahoma City. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
And making it look easy. I mean, a terrific run. And who knows, this may just be the tip of the...
Chris comes in for Marvin Williams. And Freak subbed in for Courtney Lee. So for Oklahoma City right now, inside you've got Ibaka and Kanter. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. Zeller grabs the board.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly. How well versed he is as a coach.
Westbrook kicks to Roberson. Outside Durant. There's the screen. 3-pointer. And it's Westbrook missing.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And Freak throws it down.
And a huge... lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Westbrook against Walker. Shot from 12. No luck. Hornets leading by 10. Here's Freak. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot. A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Here's Walker. 14 points from him the last game against Toronto. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to talk with Billy Donovan for a moment. We talked about the impact players on these two teams, the ones who can take over a game single-handedly. And he told me that Michael Kidd-Gilchrist may already be in that category. He said he's a guy we've got to account for. He's just so relentless. If